Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rajendra. So we all love our bike, don't we? But there may come a time or a situation in which you may need to store your bike or leave your bike for a certain period of time, and that period of time may be a year or a two. You can consider the current pandemic situation, or in a case in which you may need to go out of station for a longer period of time. So in this video, I'm going to talk about certain points which you should take care before you are going to store your bike for a longer period of time, so that whenever you come back, the bike won't cause much trouble and it will start easily. So let's get started. So friends, let's get started with our 6 points. So before you start storing your bike, the first point which you are going to do is you're gonna wash your bike thoroughly. Yes, if you don't wash your bike and you leave it as it is, the dust and all those particles will start degrading your bike parts. It will start rusting a lot and it will start rusting faster. So before you start storing your bike, ensure you are washing it thoroughly, and you should also grease all the parts thoroughly, like those bearings and all those mechanical or movement parts. You should grease it properly or lubricate it properly. So this will be the first point. So the second point which you need to ensure is your engine oil. If you have changed your engine oil recently, like in 2-3 months, or if you have not clocked that much kilometers on your odometer, then you need not to change it. But if you have changed it, say in the past 6 months or a year, and you have also clocked more kilometers than it is recommended in your owner's manual, then I would recommend you to change your engine oil as well. I will also tell you the reason behind it. If you don't change your engine oil, that older engine oil will start forming carbon deposit, and those carbon deposit will go up to the surface of the engine oil and it will come in contact with your engine parts and it will start corroding it. So you won't let that happen, isn't it? So for that, you should replace your engine oil as well before you are storing your bike. So now let's talk about the third point. The third point would be your fuel tank or your gas tank. So many people would think that if we are going to store our bike for a longer period of time and we will keep our gas tank or fuel tank empty, but that is definitely a wrong practice. So if you are going to store your bike, then ensure you are filling your petrol tank to up to 95%. And if you are storing it for a longer period of time, say more than 6 months or a year, then I would recommend you to add Stabil or fuel stabilizers that are easily available in the market. So the fuel stabilizer or this Stabil, this will ensure that it won't let your petrol chemicals to break down easily. So this will increase the longevity of your petrol or your gas. So whenever you come back, you can ensure that your petrol is still in a good state and you can use it. And the reason for using this fuel stabilizer is to prevent the formation of varnish and gums. You must have seen older vehicles or older petrol tanks. Whenever you open it, you will find certain varnish or gum formation in the mouth area, correct? So that is because of that process only. So now we will talk about the fourth point. So before storing, you also need to check your tire pressure and your tires. So as you know, tires are a very important part of your vehicle or your bike, correct? So before you are storing it, you should ensure that you are filling your tire pressure up to the optimum pressure, or I would recommend you can fill it above that as well. And you should also keep your bike on main stand. If you are leaving it on side stand, as many bikes now come with side stand only, so it may create certain flat spots on your tire. So in longer run, that may create instability while riding. So what I would recommend here is you can use a main stand, and if you don't have a main stand, you can get a paddock stand, and with the help of that you can park your bike. And in that case also you will find that one tire is getting contact with your ground. So to not let that happen, what you can do, you can take a sponge or a foam and keep it beneath that front tire. So this will ensure that the load is not getting directly onto that front tire, and this will ease the front tire a bit. And this all we have to do because our tires pressure gets released by its own. Even if we don't ride, you must have seen the tire pressure releases itself by time. So we must take care of that point as well, and we should keep it on a main stand with the help of some foam or something like that. Now the fifth point which I am going to discuss here is about your battery. So if you are leaving your bike for a longer period of time, you shouldn't keep the battery inside your bike. It may drain it completely. whenever you come back or by the time you come back. So before leaving your bike, you should take out your battery and you can put it on a trickle charger. So if you're putting it on a trickle charging, then this will ensure that your battery is fully charged all the time. But if you are not having that equipment, you can keep it aside. Whenever you come back, you can check your battery is charged and you can charge it completely before placing it inside your bike. So now, as we have covered almost all the points, here comes the last point. So in the last and the sixth point, you need to cover your bike fully. Yes, you need to cover your bike, as well as you need to also ensure that you are covering those opening ports in your bike, like that exhaust muffler. So you can use a plastic bag and you can use rubber bands to close that port. So this will ensure that small mouse or mice, they don't go inside those ports and damage the parts. So now we have talked about all the points which you need to consider before you are storing your bike for a longer period of time. Now let's talk about a situation in which you are not storing your bike for a longer period of time, or either you have given your bike to one of your relatives or friend who is there to take care of your bike. So in that case, you may not need to take out your battery. You can keep your battery in your bike itself, and you can ask your friend or relative to at least crank your bike once in a 10 days or 15 days. So that will ensure that the battery is not getting discharged and at least the engine is getting warmed up. And in addition to that, you can ask them to move your bike back and forth so that permanent flat spots are not getting generated on your tires. So these 2 points you can also ask them if you are leaving your bike with someone you know. So friends, with the help of this video, I have tried to cover all the points that you should take care before you are storing or leaving your bike for a longer period of time. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family so that they know about all these points. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do consider subscribing it. It will motivate me to create more videos like this. So see you in my next video. Till then, take care and stay safe.